another vlog. So today we wanted to talk a little bit. We had a couple people ask us how we like the camper so far. You know, this camper is very, very popular. Even when Sam and I used to transport the brand new RVs from Indiana to all over the country, these campers were always considered hot loads. And a hot load is something where somebody pre-ordered the camper and they've been waiting for it for a long time, or the dealership really wants that one, because these campers tend to go really, really fast.
There's a month's wait for them now.
At least, yeah, depending on where you are. And the reason for that is because there's a couple of reasons, but the main couple are that, you know, one, they're pretty light. This particular one is about 30,050 pounds dry, and it has a maximum gross weight of 3,800 pounds. So it's pretty light, considering all things. Most like full-size SUVs could tow this, you know, pretty decently easy. You know, so they're very desirable. The other thing is they're in a really good price point, brand new. From the dealership, they go for about $15,000 out the door. Before taxes and everything, they're about $10,000. So, you know, they're very affordable. They're easy to tow. They're small, you know, and they still have all the accommodations of a full-size camper. They have a shower, a bed, you know, dinette, kitchen. Yeah, so everything you guys saw in the video, you know, it comes pretty fully loaded.
And I like the decor too. I like the color. I like the countertop, for the table and for the kitchen. Just all around the backsplash on the bed. The decor is very nice in here. Yeah. As you know, in some other RVs, the decor is very old lady-ish.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job at modernizing the inside of here. They did a good job with mixing the lights with the darks. You know, a lot of campers, it's usually either very light or very dark. This one, they got the light tables, the light granite tops, the light wood on the back. You know, the rest of the walls are like a grayish white, and then they have the dinette booth chairs are dark. The wood is like a brownish, you know, for the cabinetry and stuff. So they did a good job. They did a really nice job.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll give you guys like the pros and cons kind of like how we feel so far. We're about 4 days in on being full-time in this camper. So
that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, about 4 days.
Longer than that.
So if you guys are just starting to watch our channel, my name is Sean and this is Samantha. We live full-time in this RV. We just got out of our van, which we used to tow this at the current moment. But we were in a 98 Chevy Express 1500 conversion van that we had built out, and now we kind of upgraded to this. We found a really good deal on Craigslist. This is
Facebook Marketplace.
A Facebook Marketplace, excuse me. And yeah, that's right, because nobody shops on Craigslist anymore. And this is a 2021 Coleman 17B. And like I told you guys, out the door they retail for around $15,000. And then we got ours for $12,000. Plus we got a RV cover that covers the whole entire thing, and a whole bunch of other accessories, all the sewer hoses and whatnot. So we got about a $16,500 deal for $12,000. And you know, it really worked out really well for us. I had to snatch it up. Like I said, these campers are extremely popular, and they're in really high demand right now.
Yeah.
All right, so Sam, tell me about something you love about this camper.
Well, you guys already know that I like the decor and the granite countertops and table. I like the size. It is very easy to tow. So if you're a single female or a single male and you're looking for something that's easy to tow, our van pulls this with no problem. I know some of you are concerned about that, and it's, like I said, it's pulled without a problem. It's very easy to turn it. Sometimes I forget it's even on the back because it's just so light.
Yeah. A lot of the times too, you know, you'll find like a nice boondocking spot, like where we are, certain areas like in Florida, and it'll be a tight area. So maybe a camper that's 30 feet wouldn't fit, but we are total length from bumper to hitch, we're 21.5 feet. And we fit into just about any place, so it's really nice. Even sometimes we'll just disconnect the van and put it alongside the RV, that way we're not so long.
Yeah, like at a park that we like, we stick out a little bit with the van, so we disconnect the van, and you know, we have no issues. People look at us like, what, that's pretty awesome. And people come up to us too. Some offer us they give us a big case of water, and people are very nice.
Yeah, a couple came down and they were on vacation and they couldn't take it on their flight, so they knocked on our door, gave us water, and I dumped it into our fresh water tank because I needed water.
Yeah, it's really nice too when boondocking is that we have the shower, we have the stove and everything. We can sit inside, be nice and cool because we have the generator and watch TV. Unlike the van, when we boondock, we already had the generator, but we were more cramped. And here, it's like so much more spacious, which is really nice.
Right. When the storms come and stuff, when we were in the van, you know, you really couldn't do too much. You would hang out, watch TV or whatever. In here, if a storm comes, it's not such a big deal. We can still cook, we can still hang out, we can still shower.
Yeah.
You know, we can still do whatever we want to do, and it won't really delay us. That's really nice.
What do you dislike about the camper?
What do I dislike about the camper? There's a couple of things that throw me off. This window behind us, which you can't see at the moment, but this window behind us that overlooks the kitchen doesn't open. And I don't know why they did that. Like, maybe it's to keep it at a financial, you know, point, an economic point, but I can't see it costing too much more to put in a sliding window. But this window behind us does not open. It would have been nice to have something where we can have cross breeze, because this window opens from side to side. So it would have been nice to have the airflow. But we do have the 2 rooftop vents. But here in Florida in the summertime, we plug those with the vent pillows, and those help keep the cool air in and the hot air out.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I don't like.
You can't do that in the bathroom, unfortunately, because if you're really short, we're 5'5", so if you're shorter than 5'5", you're fine.
I wish I was 5'5". I'm like 5'3", 5'4".
What?
Yeah, I'm kind of
Oh,
tiny.
wow, you're short.
Yeah, I'm pretty tiny.
So, yesterday I hit my hand up on the vent when I was shampooing my hair, but it's not a big deal. If we put the vent up on top of that, my shampoo and stuff would be going onto it.
Right. Yeah, if we were any taller, this shower wouldn't work. If you guys are super tall, like I'd say like 5'6" or taller, you're not gonna be too thrilled with the shower in here. The odd thing is that the shower basin is right. That's what it's called. It comes up off the floor about 6 inches. You have to step up into the shower, so you lose about 6 inches of height. And this is a low-sitting camper. This camper is only 9'9", which is good in certain instances because you could fit in a lot of different places. But at the same time, you have a lower head clearance. So, you know, if you're super tall in the shower, you're going to be hunched over, banging your head. And you're not going to be too happy. So that's definitely something to keep in mind.
And a lot of people don't like that there's no sink in the kitchen. I mean, in the bathroom, which we don't mind.
Yeah, we follow a Coleman 17B page. There's a specific page for this camper, and a lot of people say that they find it disgusting that, you know, after you use the bathroom, you have to wash your hands in a sink that you wash your dishes and stuff in. Personally, to me, it's not a huge deal. You know, after you wash your hands, you can always quickly sanitize the sink. Just spray it real quick and wipe it down. You know, or just do it before you do your dishes if you know, if it bothers you that much. I mean, it's not a big deal to me. No.
Another thing too is with the stove is that it's it's front and back. It's not side to side. Yeah. So when we were doing bacon today, we had it on the back burner, which we should have had it in the front. Yeah. So we had to lean over to like flip everything. So that was a little difficult to do. And there's no vent for the stove, so all the heat was building up in here that it made the smoke alarm go off.
Right.
And you can't open that front window to at least let a little bit of the smoke out, so that, you know.
Yeah, that is definitely a downfall. I'm not really sure why they did that. Again, it's probably, there's only so much room on either side of the window, so there's not really too much room for a vent, like a hood vent, but I don't know. They could have figured something out, I suppose. But again, it's all at a certain price point, you know what I mean? You can have everything, but you're going to be shelling more money out for that.
Yeah, and there's no oven, which doesn't really bother me. If I want to make my cookies or anything, I'll just go outside and use my little Coleman camp oven.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no oven, and we don't even have a convection microwave in here.
No,
it's just a standard microwave, so it is what it is, though. I mean, I'd say most of our cooking is done on the stove anyway, and like she said, if we really wanted to do, you know, oven cooking, we can go outside and use our little Coleman stove.
Yeah. Especially if there's no vent, I'm going to do it outside anyway because it's, you know, with the smoke, and if there is smoke, it's just not going to be good in here.
I'd say another pro of this camper is the AC. It is a little noisy. The reason being is because when you normally install a window AC, you only have about 4 or 5 inches of the AC in the home. The rest is sticking out the window. And that's kind of the noisy part. That's the condenser and everything else that's taking out hot air and turning it cold. In this camper, they didn't want to have the AC back end sticking out, because then it could
It'd be
possibly
ugly too.
it'd be ugly. It could possibly hit something. So it's the whole thing is pretty much inside, more or less.
Yeah, and you feel it when you're in the bedroom. You feel it on the wall, the vibration.
Yeah, and you hear the condenser a little bit more. It's not screaming loud.
No.
You know, it's not something that would distract you or anything like that, but it's just something that
I got
definitely
used to it after a couple of days.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Another thing too is there's a very small freezer, and we have our Alpicool, so I can just use that whole thing as a freezer, because most of our stuff is freezer stuff. We like Sam's Club, so
right.
we got a big bulk of everything, which is nice, because it's nice not having to go shopping every day.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys aren't familiar with Alpicool, and you haven't been following us yet, Alpicool makes fridge-freezer combos. It basically looks like an ice cooler, an ice chest, but it has a split in the middle, and you can do part fridge, part freezer, and there you can run it on DC, so like a DC outlet in your car, or a regular standard 120 plug in your house. So we keep that in the van, and that's powered by a 120-watt solar panel that 100-watt solar panel that stays charged all the time. It's at 100 right now, and that's running our fridge and freezer too for extra room. It's basically like a garage fridge. Like if you have a fridge in your garage for extra stuff, that's pretty much what we have. So we have this freezer in here, and then that one is our backup.
And we don't even have to worry about it because it's being charged by solar. We check on it every now and then to make sure, because if you ever get an Alpicool and you have a Jackery, well, even if you don't have a Jackery or a power station, be very careful because that plug is very sensitive.
Yeah.
So just every move you make, just make sure that it doesn't unplug at your fridge. And because any little movement will turn the fridge off. It's very sensitive.
Yeah, so definitely be careful with that.
Storage-wise, so if you have 2 kids, there's 2 bunks, which is really nice. But there's very limited storage in here. The bottom bunk, if you lift it up, there's storage under there, not a lot. But if you have pillows and a blanket and whatever else on top of there, and you have to lift it up every day to get your kids' clothes out, it can become too much.
Yeah, yeah, I'd say that's another little bit of a downfall in this camper is the storage. There is not a ton of storage. You know, we have these overhead cabinets. There's cabinets behind you guys above the sink that go for pots and pans.
And then we have the one that's above our bed, but we don't want to put clothes up there because it's an eyesore. So anything that we put up there, it's going to be that.
And as soon as you move, it's going to fall off.
Yeah,
so, you know, but people have made, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Home Depot, and they make these I don't know what they are. They're like 3-level drawers, 3-level cubicles, and we're going to turn them on their side, cubes, and we're going to stack 2 of them when we're not moving, of course, because we're going to be staying in an RV park for a month. Yeah. And we're going to stack those, and then the TV is actually going to go on top of that, and that'll lift the TV up higher so we can actually see it, because right now it actually sits about this low below the bed, so we're only seeing about 3/4 of the TV screen rather than the whole thing, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But yeah, so...
Because like we said, we don't want to put around it. We're very scared to mess
I personally don't want to mount it. I may find somebody who can absolutely has 100%, you know, faith in themselves to do it, but I don't want to do it. You know, it's really nice, this camper. I don't want to mess it up. Yeah. I don't want to have to put a hole in the wall and then take it out and put it somewhere else and then there's this hole there. Yeah, I'd rather find somebody who does it professionally, like Sam said.
Yeah.
So.
Another thing too that we don't like is the door, the front door. When you have the awning out, even if you don't have the awning out, it hits your awning arm. Our little hatch thing, it's plastic, so we're gonna go to Camping World later on today. We're gonna get another one and see if that one's just defective, because it's hard to find a metal one for some reason.
Yeah.
And we're gonna, for some reason, it's like curved. It's
like an L shape.
And it won't hold the door. The door is still able to slam into the awning arm.
Yeah, it's a very thin, flimsy plastic one that they used. I'm not sure. So I'm hoping the one from Camping World that they sell is a little different. I haven't found a metal one. They have metal ones of the straight of the. If you have a camper, you know what I'm talking about. But if you open your door, if your camper door can open all the way where it flushes against the side of the camper, and it has that latch that hooks up to it, that's a straight latch. Yeah. Ours comes out and then it makes a left, and then it hooks onto the door. So our door is always like, you know, half open. Yeah. We can't open it all the way because of the awning arm. Yeah. So it's just, you know, it's just little things. I mean, overall, we love the camper. There's a lot of room in here. It's nice to shower whenever we want, have hot showers on demand. We can cook. Doesn't matter the temperature. If we want to come in here, we can turn the AC on. It's nice and cool. I don't have to worry about draining the AC anymore.
Yeah, that's nice too.
The fireplace is going to be really nice in the cooler nights in Florida, or if we ever go up north and we want to go up to PA next fall to see like the fall foliage. So that'll be really nice to have on. This is an electric fireplace that puts out a lot of heat.
Yeah.
Turned on the other day, it blew us away, and it's really nice. So there is a lot of things about this camper. It's just, you know, when any camper you buy, you kind of have to, especially when you're full-time in it, you have to customize it to your needs. You know what I mean? If you don't like something, you fix it. Or if you don't like the quality of something, you upgrade it. It's just what it is. Unless you have $500,000 to get a top-of-the-line camper, that's most likely what you're going to be doing.
We're used to small space. To us, this is big.
This is big.
But to be honest, I don't know if I can full-time in here with 2 kids. One, I can, but with 2 kids, I think it'd be too much.
I mean, there's plenty of families that do it. Again, on the 17B page that we follow, there's quite a few families that do it. That's another thing with this camper, why it's so popular, is because it's a cheaper camper, but at the same time, believe it or not, this camper is rated up to 6 people. I think it's 5. It's 5.
This turns into a bed too.
Right. This folds down, and the the cushions make a bed. So you got 2 on the queen bed.
Probably 2 kids here, maybe if they're really small.
Maybe if they're really small. Yeah. So maybe 1 here. Let's say 1 comfortably, and then you got the 2 bunks. I could fit on a bunk.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I'm 5'3", 5'4". I could fit on a bunk with a couple inches to spare. So. Kids can definitely fit on that as well. So, like I said, people like it. It's a smaller camper, it's affordable, and it beats the heck out of staying in a tent if you wanted to go camping.
Yeah.
It's a lot more comfortable than a tent, for sure.
What's nice, too, is it's an electric awning. So, if you're not used to that, it's like a luxury for us, because we always had manual awnings.
Yeah, this is really nice. One touch of a button, it goes in, it goes out. You could pitch it up or down, depending on what you want. It's really sweet. It's really nice. Ours is black, and we have the 10-foot awning. A lot of these campers that they're pushing out now, they're kind of rushing them, and I think they're short on parts again, for whatever reason. And they're only making the awnings 8 feet, which to me it looks pretty damn weird actually.
It does.
The 10-foot looks way better, and it gives you more coverage. Obviously, the 10-foot almost feels like it covers the whole. It comes from the door all the way to the back of the Coleman sign, so it's really nice. We like it, and it keeps us a lot cooler on the sunny days, especially when the sun is pointing like towards me right now in that window. The heat just blasts you; it just comes right through that window. So the awning will keep the sun from coming in that window.
And we were hanging out yesterday. If you follow us on Instagram, you'll see my pictures. And it was nice to just be able to sit outside with the awning over us. We had people looking and smiling.
Yeah.
It was just.
Yeah, people are hating.
It's nice to just be able to pull up next to the beach and have all of our amenities at our fingertips.
Yeah, there's people that have been on this Facebook page that have been waiting months and months, and they're finally like, oh, mine came, it's gonna be ready in a couple days, I'm picking it up. I mean, people are like super excited about this one. There's so many different brands out there, but a lot of people are like diehard for this camper. Like I said, there's a couple things that that would be improved, that I will improve over time. But it's a great camper. We like it. That's all I have to say. It holds. I think the holding tank is like 25 gallons each, so it's a decent amount of water. It's not huge. You can't boondock forever.
Yeah.
But we carry a 5-gallon jug in the van as well for backup water, just in case, so we can top off that tank if we need to. And we're always kind of around water anyway, so we can always stop at a park or wherever and just fill up water.
Yeah. Dumping is a different story. That we have to go to a campground, but I don't think our tanks are that full to even have to. I mean, we're moving into a campground in 2 days, but our tanks aren't.
The gray is getting full. The black takes a while. I mean, we don't, we're not sitting on it all day. Anyway, guys, it's a really nice camper. If you guys are interested in this camper, only Camping World and Gander sell this, the Coleman units, which is made by Dutchmen. So if you guys are interested in that, take a look there. I know they were honoring the show prices. I think the show price was $9,999 plus your taxes and fees and license plate and stuff. Yeah, definitely check it out, guys. I really do suggest this camper. I recommend it, especially if you're on a budget. And Cody approves, I believe. He likes the room. He's constantly jumping up and down, off the bed, on the bed. He likes snuggling up in the blanket. Right?
Loves going in and out.
Yeah.
Going to different places every day.
Yeah. Yeah, you should see, when we park somewhere different, we open the door, he's like, where are we now?
And he loves it. He does little zoomies on the beach and stuff, shoves his whole face into the water.
Yeah.
One thing, too, that stinks is there's no outdoor shower. So when he's all sandy and wet, we just wait for him to air dry a little bit, and then I get the towel and I quickly dry him off, because he gets so mad when you try to dry him with a towel.
Yeah. That's about it, guys. I just wanted to give you guys an update on the camper, and there's a couple things I'm going to get today we're going to pick up, so I'll be doing videos in the future on that, kind of add-ons and stuff. So if you haven't already subscribed and you guys are interested in this camper or any camper tips and stuff like that, Sam and I have been in RVs for the last 4 or 5 years. We've owned probably 6 different campers. So
damn, really?
Yeah, from everywhere from travel trailers to Class A's to fifth wheels. So.
But we never fully lived in the Class A though. And the flooring too. I like the flooring. I didn't say that. I like the flooring too.
Oh yeah. We have a linoleum floor all throughout. There is no carpet in this camper, which is great, because carpet in these campers is probably one of the worst ideas ever. Mm-hmm. Especially if you're in and out at the beach or at the RV park.
Or if you have a dog. Right.
Alright guys, well like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it helped you out if you guys are considering this camper or if you're considering a camper. Hope you subscribe, and me, Sam, and Cody will see you guys in the next video.
Bye guys.
Bye guys.